Hey everyone, welcome to Happy Endings, Gamehound's Happy Endings, episode 14. I'm here, Edie Sellers, with me is Nick DiNicola and Holly Goalie, and they're going to take over the show because Nick and I ended up fighting. First it was Goalie and Nick fighting, and then it was me and Nick fighting. I think the asshole this week is you.
Yeah, a process of elimination.
Because Goalie and I are getting along great. You're awesome. You look beautiful today, Goalie, by the way.
Thank you. You look your hair is so red.
Thank
nice.
you.
Oh, you both fucking disgust me.
No, me and Nick were actually talking just before we started the show about the Steam stuff and how, boy, there's so much stuff we should have bought, but we couldn't bring ourselves to spend the extra $1 or $2.
It's like $6. Oh my god. How? That's so expensive. There's other games too.
Yeah, wasn't it like if it was 75% off, you almost had to buy it. But if it was 50 or 66% off, or even 33, you just didn't want to buy it. And for me, the thing was, geez, if I never play this game and I spent under $3 on it, I really am not going to be heartbroken. But if I spend $5 to $10 and I never play it, I'm going to be kicking myself. And we're talking $2. We're talking a $2 difference. But that was enough. And it's like you see something at a yard sale, and you're like, man, I'd spend $20 on this in the store, but because it's at a yard sale, I'm not going to spend more than $2.
Yeah, and you made that great analogy that the Steam sale is a yard sale.
It is, and you feel like you have to get it at bottom dollar, or you're not going to buy it at all.
Yeah.
But again, some of the things I was talking to Nick is, I got a nice laptop. I just picked it up a few months ago, but I'm still crashing and get some blue screen once in a while when I play certain games. And you don't get that on consoles for the most part. Has it frozen? Yes, my Xbox 360 is frozen many times, but not nearly the complications of a PC. And that's why I really like my console gaming, especially for shooters. But late at night, this laptop I got, it's got the, I don't know what kind of RAM that is or hard drive it is. It's like a solid-state hard drive. And it literally boots up in less than 30 seconds. And so I can be playing a game in less than a minute if I really want to. And so, at night I go and just do the point and click stuff. I don't want to get into anything heavy. And I'm trying to figure out the trading cards. AC Wraith in the chat room talking about the trading cards. Someone tried to explain it to me, and I know you guys kind of did.
I've really gotten into it, and I've looked at Edie's inventory. I know she has a lot of doubles of the Steam sale card. And if, Edie, you want to trade those for anything, I'll open myself up to that. I'd like to craft another level of the Steam sale badge just because I think I could.
I'm trying to find out where is it inventory?
Yeah, inventory is where all the cards are.
All right, so I have coupons. I have 75% off this Lunar Flight game. I picked up this Lunar Flight game. I got 75% off. It was only a couple of bucks. I can't friggin' fly at all. I can't even get off the ground. I've tried controller. I tried keyboard. I might have to go back and watch the tutorial again because the first episode is you just fly and go get something. And it's supposed to be...
Is it like that old school Moonlander game?
Kind of. It's supposed to be an updated version of Lunar Lander, but it's not just a side scroller. So you have to leave the platform and go forward and go look at something and then come back. From what I gather, and I can't even get off the platform without spinning upside down and crashing. It's really oh my gosh. So
are the controls harder because they're bad, or is it just hard to fly?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is this just something that's bad, or is it just me?
Because Lunar Lander was really hard to fly too, but that was kind of the point. That's what made it fun. Trying to land really gently and then going just a little bit too fast and crashing.
Yeah, if I could at least control the ship, I would be fine with it. But I can't even control the ship. So that's when I'm like, So I'm gonna go back and play it again, but I was a little frustrated. But yeah, I got a couple of things here from Defender's Quest that I'm playing. I don't know if you like that one at all, Nick. It's a tower defense meets old RPG type of game. Where
I've seen it on sale, but I never clicked on it.
Yeah, what you do is well, there's a little story behind it, but basically you survive being thrown into the pit of death, and in the pit of death are all these souls, I guess, or ghosts or half dead people, and so you're fighting them, but there's good ones in there too. So you actually bring them back to life momentarily to fight for you. So picture that you're in, it's a tower defense game. So you're on the left side, and it shows you where all the monsters come in on the right side. Well, you bring your hero to life, and you put them all the way to the right to take out the people as they come in, and then you recruit another guy and another guy. I got like 5 or 6 people that I can bring back to life, so to speak, and you plant them strategically on the map or the maze or whatever it is, and you play a tower defense game. But as you kill them, kill the people coming at you, you can upgrade your characters. So like an RPG, so you upgrade them and they swing faster and they do more damage. Then at the end of the round, they level up, and then you can go. And then you can go into towns, and by going into towns, you kind of just click on the map and walk in, and it says, do you want to recruit a member? Do you want to buy stuff? So as you win battles, you get scrap, and with that scrap, you can upgrade your swords, upgrade your armor. So you upgrade all your characters like an RPG. But when you go fight in a tower defense style.
Huh.
And it's kind of neat.
That is neat.
Yeah, so while you're playing this game and your characters are all fighting, and I have a couple guys with bows, so I can take people out from a distance, and then you have the sword guys that can only hit people right in front of them. And then your character is basically defenseless. The only thing that I can have her do right now is a lightning bolt attack. So you can, and you get points as you start killing off the monsters coming in, and you use those points to either upgrade your characters during that round, or you can use it to zap people with a lightning bolt. And there's different levels of difficulty in the whole, but it is kind of cool. It's very, very Nintendo-ish. That's what the graphics look like. They're very, very old school graphics, but it's so simple to play. That's what I love about it. It's just you click on a person to see what they are. You can upgrade them. You can recall them if you'd like. Take them out of the battle. They can die. Then you got to put them back into the battle. And there's a little story, and it tries to get goofy, funny. There's no voice. It's just you just read like all the different things, like click next, click next, click next, that type of thing. It reminds me a lot. Do you ever play Puzzle Quest on Xbox? It was.
Did I play Puzzle Quest? I played.
Bejeweled. It was a Bejeweled type.
Oh no, not that one.
Yeah, but there was a map, and you would click on the map, and you'd go get a quest, and it would say, "Go kill the spider by the cave." And
so you hated that game.
Oh, you see a guy go over, and when you fought like a Bejeweled style game. I really like that. That's kind of how this one is. The graphics are is that when you walk around, it looks like the Puzzle Quest walking around, and then you go and you fight a tower defense battle. So I've been playing mostly that. That's been a lot of fun. I'm glad who pointed that out? Was that Wraith? Was that you, AC Wraith? Someone on Steam pointed that out to me, and I gobbled it up right away while it was on sale. And there's a few, like when me and Nick were talking, it's like there was a few others we wish we got. It's like you get this sale, you might as well load up on games. It's summer, there's nothing going on.
Wait, you know what? I thought it was funny. I was waiting for this game called Kentucky Route Zero to go on sale.
Oh, I was looking at that too.
And all through the sale, it was like $18, $18, $18 bucks, and it was like it never went cheaper. And I was like, oh, you know what? I can't, I can't bring myself to do it. I couldn't do it. And then, like the day after the sale ended, it went on a spotlight sale for $13, and I was like, yes, hallelujah! I made a good decision not to buy it, and then I bought it then. So.
Yeah, you were talking about that last week, and I looked into it, and it's like, it's $18 again. I don't really want to pay $18, but it looks very cool. Have you played it at all?
Not yet.
Of course.
I've been too immersed in others.
Okay, Hunt. We were talking in the end of the show, the Humble Bundle. This month is Saints Row the Third, Saints Row 2, Risen to Dark Waters, and Sacred 2 Gold. And then there's another one that's. Yeah, and then there's another one that's Dead Island Game of the Year and Saints Row 3 full package with all the DLC. That's $4.94 or more. And then Dead Island Riptide is $25 or more.
How did Dead Island Riptide go right under our nose?
I played it.
I didn't play it. I didn't buy it.
We played the crap out of the original Dead Island, and we
played the crap out of the first chapter of Dead Island.
Yes. And then we forced ourselves to walk across crushed glass and finish it. And we did finish. At least on my system, we finished it. Okay.
From what Nick said, the Dead Island Riptide was essentially like more like crushed glass, maybe more like just gravel, sharp rocks, very sharp rocks.
See, the thing you played of Dead Island was the best part of Dead Island, and everything in Riptide was not that.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's the resort is the best part of Dead Island. Everything after that is just kind of downhill.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like the resort in Riptide. It's all everything else. It's just none of this is. It's like, oh, this is not. It's like. I enjoy the combat. I enjoy, going up, hacking off zombie limbs and all that, and the RPG elements. I think that's genuinely fun. But, I mean, it's more the same. What I'm really, really excited for is the next game by that team. I forget what they're called Dying Light, which, from what I can tell, looks a lot like Dead Island, except with parkour. So imagine being able to jump off zombies and climb buildings in addition to hacking them. And that just sounds so stupid. It's awesome.
Yeah.
There's another one I'm looking at here. Prime World Defenders is another kind of tower defense game I'm looking at that's on sale.
Have you played Sanctum 2 yet?
At PAX I did.
No, I mean bought it.
No.
It's a tower defense game with shooting elements. It's made for you.
I know. I wasn't thrilled with it at PAX, and I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, it just didn't.
Jason Webb in the chat room is asking Nick, what was the end of the story for Riptide? I'll never play it. All right, so if you haven't played Riptide and then just turn down your thing for 60 seconds.
Oh, what was the story to Riptide?
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Okay, so I remember at the end of Dead Island, you're flying off the island in the helicopter. And then Riptide opens with you landing on a boat. And this military guy is like, no... something, we have to go back, we can't let you go, and then zombies escaped on the boat somehow and the boat crashed. And there were two characters. There's this army general who's with you, who kind of gave you quests and organized it, and then the villain was this suit and tie bastard who's no, this happened because of a virus that we were testing or something like that. Oh, that's right. So I think in the first game they said that the outbreak happened because of the natives and because of some illness there because they're cannibals.
Right. They were working on the cannibals.
But then the sequel, I thought that was a cool idea. That was kind of a mixing of old school zombie voodoo myth with modern zombie virus myth. Riptide just went all horrible cliche was nope, turns out this was all actually just a virus made by an evil corporation, and they unleashed it on the island in order to test it out for biological warfare. And that was the big twist. It's oh, wait, it's Resident Evil, essentially. And then, what happened at the end? Yeah, but that's the thing. The end is you escape. That's kind of it. Oh, no, that's right. The ending was actually... It's slowly coming back.
Oh my god.
Okay, no. The very end was actually kind of interesting because it turns out that you are infected, and throughout the game you can enter into this rage mode that makes you really strong, but you also lose your humanity. And so at the end you all get on a boat and start sailing away, and then there's an after the credits scene of the boat sort of just floating up to a pier, kind of all empty and abandoned. And it's oh, all the characters went the virus took them over and they went crazy and killed each other. And you don't see it, but it's like the boat's kind of sitting there all, like abandoned, and this guy is walking up to it on the pier, and then it cuts to black. So I think it's kind of cool that they may have killed off everybody, like all the people you were playing as. That's kind of a neat idea. But
you may have unleashed the virus into the greater population.
yes. Yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Kill everyone, unleash hell everywhere else. Yeah, that's a fine nihilistic ending. But, I had completely forgotten that. Like, it's really, the story was just, oh, you're back on an island, you have to escape.
Yeah.
That's it. That's really it.
Yep.
Yeah, we saw it at PAX. We played it, and it was more Dead Island.
Yeah.
And it just, I never got it. In fact, it come on the market, and it left the market, and I knew it was out, kind of.
More Dead Island is enjoyable, but in like a certain way. It's like you just have to, you know what? I'm just going to play more Dead Island, and
wasn't it just so damn amazing that the resort was so awesome, and then it just was horrible after that.
Yeah. That they
That-
came out with such a great idea and such a great game, and as soon as you left that resort, you were just it was so tiresome.
It was like Rush coming out, opening up with Tom Sawyer and Limelight, and then saying, "Hey, we're gonna play our new album in its entirety." Everybody leaves.
Yep.
I came and I say, I saw what I wanted to see. We'll see you.
Jason Webb says, thanks for Sanctum 2. He's been playing it and loving it. He won it last week on our Christmas in July.
cool.
He also asks, isn't that the story of Jurassic Park 2?
Yeah, yeah. They even bring the dinosaur back. That's true.
AC Wraith says, for third-person Sanctum alternative, check out Dungeon Defenders. I think the sequel will be F2P, free to play.
Free to play.
So, yeah, there's some
Dungeon
suggestions.
Defend. Is that the one I was just talking about? Dungeon? No, I wasn't talking about Dungeon.
No, you're
Defend.
talking about Puzzle Quest or whatever, and I forget.
No, it was.
No,
And AC Wraith says Defender's Quest doesn't
Yeah,
cheat.
that's right. Defenders.
Yeah, Defender's Quest doesn't cheat like Puzzle Quest. Puzzle Quest, fucking, I hated. Oh, that was such a mean game. Mean goddamn game.
Why?
It just was freaking hard. I don't like.
I
hard things.
finished the second one. I don't think I finished the first one. I kind of got bored. Oh, Prime World Defenders is the other one I was talking about. It's 1004.
Can we just ban the use of Defenders and World from all games?
Yeah, I know.
We need
It's
to make
Yeah.
a game that's like Defenders World : something really long after this.
yes.
That's our next game.
Defense World.
Right after
Well,
what
how
was it?
about-
Dark Souls.
You know what? Let's ban
How about
ban
this?
Blade too.
Blade,
There should
yes.
be no title with Blade.
Defenders.
What? What did you say? Do that again?
World Defenders.
Quest.
Quest, the fight for Albion and all the residents in the guacamole region of Sir. That'd be an awesome game title. Mom, can I get this game? It's called...
Oh.
I want that to be a title.
But
Yeah.
get right on it.
You spell that.
That would be BLLBLLBLBLBLL.
Oh,
Like
man.
Fable. What was it? The Gremlins? Were they Gremlins?
No.
What game had the Gremlins where they were like, was it Fable? I think it was Fable.
Maybe it could be. I don't remember that off the top of my head.
Yeah,
but-
they were. Oh no, they were the trolls or whatever, the ones that were under the ground when in dark places and caves and stuff, and they would steal the children. Oh, now you got me
Fable
wondering.
3?
Yeah, Fable 3.
I don't remember that.
Fable 3 Trolls? Yes. Is that what they were? No, trolls were big mean guys. I have to figure that out now. So, anything else going on with you guys? Fucking skunks. God damn it, I hate the skunks. And we've got this like website called Nextdoor, which is actually a genius idea. That it's essentially a forum/bulletin board website that if you live in a neighborhood, you can sign up and start one for your neighborhood. Then you invite neighbors. You can only get into your neighborhood by neighbors inviting neighbors. And so you can discuss things like, what was that sound? And I got my car broken into. And of course, I put up about there's skunks on my street and they're really bad. And all the other neighbors like, yeah, our intersection is really bad. There must be a den around somewhere. And somebody else, well, I called vector control and here's the guy's phone number. And he says, la, 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 la. So as with as the nature of all of these things, this is the nature of the internet, Nick, like trolls. It's the nature of the internet when you start talking about wildlife. When probably usually around post 20, somebody logs in and says, well, the problem isn't with the wildlife. The problem is with the people. There are just too many people that are living in the wildlife place. And it seems just such a shame that we have to kill the wildlife. And meanwhile, it's like we're encroaching on their world. They're not encroaching on ours. It's like, all right, well, first off, my house has been here for 100 years. That motherfucker came this week. Second of all, okay.
I don't know. How do you know it's not 100-year-old skunk?
If it's 100-year-old, it smells like one. Jesus. But also, I don't see you moving out and tearing down your house. It's like, all you people shouldn't be here. You're encroaching. Oh, but I'm not leaving. My house is fine. I like living here. It's just all you people.
She lets the skunks into her house and gives them food. That's
actually,
where they're coming from.
Actually, that is an issue around here. Is it that's become a bitch fight between people that feed the skunks, leave cat food and dog food out for the skunks because they have a new family, and other people that are like, you do realize that when you do that, then they have much bigger families, and then there's more of them to encroach, and then they have to get like trapped and killed. So you're actually contributing to these animals killing each other. I am not. I am just trying to make a balance of life here. We're living on their land. They're not living on ours. I'm like, deed says it's mine. Skunk wants to buy me out. Just let me know.
I get what they're saying, but it's like all the people that are like, oh, we don't want to lock up all these criminals. Well, then have them live in your neighborhood.
Right.
Oh, no.
No.
The community can't have them live in
Heaven forbid if somebody breaks into your house, then all of a sudden you want something done.
But it's okay if they live in my neighborhood.
Right.
I put these criminals and people, but you don't have to.
Right.
You know, it's like around here we had a politician that I don't know if it was him or his wife got their identity stolen, and now he's putting up a big proposal for identity. So it's only when it happens to politicians that something ever get done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nature, that's human nature. It doesn't really happen if it doesn't happen to me.
Yes, yeah, you're exactly right. If it doesn't happen to you, then it doesn't happen.
You are the star of your own movie. Everybody else is just an extra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
So, wow.
Hey,
now? Is it just me, or did the chat room go quiet again, or is it me?
No, it's quiet.
Okay,
it's quiet day. No. You know what's funny? You remember that movie E.T.?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea what we're talking about.
Remember the video game? Do you remember the video game E.T.? It really sucked. So bad they buried it like cat poo.
I think I did have that. Yeah. But anyway, what I was getting at is that at the end of the movie, when all the aliens come out of the ship at the end of E.T., were they all extraterrestrials?
Ooh.
Hi, I'm the EET.
Oh, goddamn motherfucker! It's cold. Are you? No, Nick, you're not cold, are you?
No, not at all.
Oh, god dang! I'm like
sitting here in a t-shirt. I'm like, yeah.
I'm still sitting in my jammies because I was up at 8 trying to call the unemployment department. Actually, got a hold of a human being, amazingly enough. But and then I ate, so of course all the blood went from my extremities to my stomach to do the digestion, and I am freezing. Okay, so yeah, AC Ray says Sage Rush. Somebody else says crickets. Shotgun Says crickets. Dave says aliens, colonial marines. Wow, that game has become such... Dave says Bioshock DLC.
Oh,
Oh,
you
come
gotta
on.
stop.
Sex going. You need to get the sound of when me and Nick take over this. We're gonna do the happy endings without you when you're gone.
Right.
I'm gonna get the sound effects going. We're gonna do happy endings how it should be.
Okay.
We're gonna do how Spreaker should
Yes,
be.
you should do that.
The radio show.
Not the lazy way. We're gonna do it.
I think it's going to be awesome that if I actually am up and I have a good enough internet connection that I can actually jump into chat.
yeah, maybe. Unless we kick you out.
Don't be a dick.
That'd be awesome. Oh, Edie's in the trap. Plink.
Don't be a dick.
It's like that time Mrs. Left.
He's like, everyone stop talking. Just be quiet. Let him just shh. Maybe go away.
It's like that time Mrs. Lefty jumped in, and then it's like, then all of a sudden, like, Lefty jumps in. It's like right at
Yeah.
Hi, it's Lefty Brown.
it's like, hello.
Hello, it's Lefty Brown. Hi, it's Lefty. My name's Lefty Brown.
And I like video games.
Why do you ask? Well, I'm Lefty. That's my name, Lefty Brown.
Wait a minute. He doesn't like video games. What's going on here?
Just chimed in on the text line. Says, tell Edie to do that voice for the rest of the show.
This voice, I'm Lefty Brown. Like, I don't know if I could do that all the entire time.
That'd be kind of funny.
I will only do it, but Nick has to be Clementine.
Clementine.
Remember that episode?
Clementine from whatchamacallit?
Walking
from
Dead?
Walking Dead. I'll do this voice, but you have to be Clementine.
Hi, Lee. This is Clementine.
I don't know
Thank
what.
you for saving me from all those zombies.
You're
That's what you sounded like, right? That's, how I
That's
remember.
exactly how I remember it too. You're right.
Yeah, good.
Lefty sounds too much like Matrix. No. This is Lefty Brown. Shut up, you fuckers. That's Don Matrick.
I don't know. They could be brothers.
Welcome to Xbox. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's Lefty, right?
No, that's Don Matrick.
You want to play offline? Get an Atari 2600. You can play in the same room. Play Outlaw. You can shoot each other, you bastards.
You stupid cockholes. You fucking shit stains. What the fuck's wrong with you? We're giving you free games for fuck's sake. Crackdown. What the fuck do you want from me?
What more do you want besides Crackdown?
Crackdown. Crackdown.
Just saying it over and over.
The original Jet Set Radio. Come on.
Oh, poor Don Matrick.
I might even throw in Kung Fu Panda.
Shock Fu. You liked that one, didn't you, fuckers?
Oh, man.
Is there anything
Play
that
that.
Shaq can't do? Shaq is like,
Make a video game. That's what he can't do. That was clear within the first 10 seconds of that game. Okay, I'm warming up a little bit now. Don Matrick warms me.
He just fills you with
hey, so
happiness.
I got to get my rear in gear here and pre-order a game for the PS4. So I'm thinking what the Order 18 whatever. What do you think?
What?
Should that be the first game I pre-order for the PS4?
What?
The Order.
I don't think that'll be out. I
Oh,
don't
the
think it's a
order. I'm
launch
like,
title.
you've already put in the order, right? I'm thinking about the order you have for the Xbox 4. Not the game.
I'm going to get this PS4, and the only thing I can do is download something off to the PSN network because I won't have a game.
Well, you could buy a game when you pick it up, or you
I'm
have
not-
it delivered.
Coming to me, yeah. So I was going to get on Amazon and have something.
I would get Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs for PS4.
Really?
Yeah. Or if they have it, they probably will have it at launch. I'm thinking the thing, Octodad.
Yeah, that's probably a down.
Yeah, I think that is a launch game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't Starve will be one of the free PSN things.
Fucking
So you will be able to feel the pain of
pain.
being needy.
Oh, that game. God, that game. See, I don't mind that it kills me, but it takes so long to kill me, and it gives you this sense of hope that you're gonna survive, and then all of a sudden it just kills you just off the bat, like something wild happens, like bats. That was the one, bats, or a lightning strike that burns down everything, and it's like, and it takes 5 or 6 hours for that to happen, and then you realize, shit, there's nothing. Oh, AC Wraith suggests The Crew. That's not a bad one.
That was that's right. That's the open world racing.
Right. That's the one with the
yeah.
open world racing where you have like teams and stuff, and you can have the team help you, and it's like an MMO, a racing MMO.
Yeah.
The Division too, but I'm not sure when that comes out.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if either of those will be launch titles.
Yeah, I'm looking at Battlefield 4, but I think I'm going to do 360 on that.
Yeah.
I may end up getting it for both, but because I probably want to play with some friends, as long as they don't all migrate to Xbox One. And we talked a little bit about that. I don't know if it was me and Nick or all of us talked about that, how everybody's going to migrate to the new ones eventually. So even though you still get your 360, are you going to have to set up a special date night to play your 360 with people?
Yeah. I'm going to, because I'm probably all the new games that I'm buying are going to be for the new console, which is going to be a PS4. Jason Webb wants to know, did I make it through winter? I got to winter once, and that was when I was playing it without adjusting any of the controls. And then I said, you know what? Maybe if I had a few more days in the summer, things would be good. So I changed the preferences to make it a long summer, and I was doing great. And then I fell asleep I made a bedroll because my health was kind of low, and I'm trying to figure out other than going to kill spiders, because for some reason I have a real hard time killing spiders. And my health was low, so I couldn't really take a chance on attacking a spider, because the spider would kill me in order to get the spider gland in order to make the health kit. So it's like, all right, I need to maybe find some other way that doesn't have to do with attacking something in order to survive enough to get health. So I thought maybe sleep will do it. So I made myself a grass mat and fed myself. I was like just a little under 3/4 of a full stomach, and went to bed and woke up, and it said, I need food. And I saw that I was out of food and got up and walked to the crock pot to get the food that was cooking overnight, and I died of hunger. So I did not make it. And that was after like 6 hours of play. And that was the moment when I'm like, I fucking have to put this game down, because it's so that game. Oh, that game. So brutal and So no, I did not make it through winter. I was all set up too. I mean, I had like 4 stacks of wood and 3 stacks of grass. I had 2 stacks of dead bunny, and I had like 5 or 6 live bunnies. Plus, I'd made all my bunny earmuffs, and I was in the process of getting, I was going to make that day and make some bunny mittens. And I had a drying rack, and I was drying monster meat and putting it in the crock pot, and monster lasagna. It's really good stuff, apparently.
The problem is you sleep too late in the morning. That's why you
Shut up.
Just
I wake up on that game. I wake up at the crack of dawn.
Hey! It's something I had to ask you here. On the show, we were talking about the Fez 2 guy and how he quit, and he was getting.
Oh, we're gonna start that fight again, huh?
No. But you said that you get some of that, and even people on the show say bad things about you. Were you referring to me?
No.
Nick, did you get the feel that she was like kind of giving me the?
No, you've said said rude things to me, but you don't mean it. I know you actually do like me. I know you love me, Goalie.
She was talking about me.
No.
The things she has edited out.
I have edited out.
I know she made us feel like real bad. Like
no.
Stuff out of the show because people said bad things about me.
No, these are random people that leave either comments in the comment section or more sometimes just send me direct email saying terrible things. And I've had other people that have said horrible things and tried to call me out and start a shit storm with me that are from other podcasts, trying to essentially humiliate me. They were doing their best to humiliate me because they were trying to make me seem like I was stupid. And I just did not engage them, because if I do, I'm just feeding the trolls.
Yep.
And if I mention all the things that are said to me in emails, then I'm just feeding the trolls.
Yeah, you better.
I mean, this is the most I've ever said about anything, like really horrible personal things, like they want me to die and what the fuck is wrong with you, and you're stupid and you suck and you're the worst thing ever, and I can't believe that you actually do get up every week and think that you're doing a good job, and how dare you pollute the airways with things.
It's
I
get
it
like
all the time.
It's like anything else. It's like if you don't like a TV show, don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
There's a lot of garbage TV, and I don't sit there and bash them all. I mean, I don't. There's certain shows I don't watch, and I'll tell you I don't watch them. But do I want them to go off the air because I don't like them? I mean,
that's because you're doing it reasonably. You're looking. Their goal is not to either improve the show or offer criticism that might, actually alter the show. What they want to do is they want to get a rise out of me and hurt me. That's all they want to do.
They just want to cause pain.
They just want to cause pain. Right. And the way to make sure that they lose their energy is to just not talk to them.
Don't engage them. Yeah.
Don't engage them. And if it does bother you, whatever you do, don't ever show that it bothers you. And the way you do it is you pretend it doesn't exist. Yeah, it's gotta. I mean, otherwise, that's all they want to do is hurt.
On a happy note, check out. I put a link in the chat. It'll take you to the some official art for Burial at Sea. Which is awesome. It looks like the poster for an old, 1940s noir movie.
Okay. Oh, God dang it. All right. I have to do it this way. I have to actually create a whole other page here. Oh, yeah. And go to the Spreaker.com and actually go into my own chat page. Because if I do it through the console, then I can't, highlight or anything.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And
I might get into Clash of Clouds too, just because it has been a while since I played the 360. It'd be nice to go back to that, and I really loved the combat in BioShock Infinite. I beat it on 1999 mode because I had so much fun using it, and figuring out how the best way to use the vigors, how to best use the equipment in different situations. It was just a lot of fun.
Oh, that poster is awesome.
I know, right?
If I had that poster, I would put it up. That is such a great, gumshoe detective, the Maltese Falcon type 1920s film noir. 1940s, I guess, film noir. Ah, that's awesome.
I don't know what decade.
I guess it'd be 30s, 40s.
Okay.
And AC Brace says, we love you, Edie. Gifts again next year? Yeah, you keep saying shit like that, you're definitely getting gifts. Just tell me more about my eyes. Exactly.
Like Frank Drebin. He likes me.
He really likes me.
Nice beaver.
AC Ray says, that is pretty. I avoid first-person camera, but the cover art is pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. BioShock has good art design. Yeah. At the very least.
Well, they just created a really interesting, rich world, so.
Yeah.
Hey, cat, off the dining room table.
You mean rich, gated community rich?
Yes.
Yes, just a bunch of snobs.
bunch of guys like Don fucking Matrick.
Exactly.
Do you know how rich I am?
That's one thing that BioShock Infinite did real well. That society they set up, that was ingenious.
Yeah, well, they said the same thing with Rapture. Rapture was incredibly well, like, just so well thought out so that it really felt real.
I want to go play them. I still have them because the wife played them, and I want to go back and drop in. Start with one, and just go play it because there's something about that world was really unique. A city under the sea, just to kind of get away from the real world, and separate themselves, and then you see it kind of run down. And I want to go investigate that world.
Well, the thing I loved about it was that it was kind of the place that time forgot. Because you look at the music and the art style and the architecture, and it was clearly from a point in the past. And yet, there was so much of it that had advanced past what we had in the regular cities, in cities that are above the water. Things like plasmids and robots, like Big Daddies. So... It's these separate worlds that are related to our past, but also clearly at some point took a divergence from the rest of the world. So you kind of believe that maybe something like that could have happened.
Yeah, I got to go back and I want to play those. That was going to be my summer thing, and I haven't yet. Like I say, that little talk we had about the Xbox, we just, well, not all of us. I shouldn't, speak for everyone, but we all kind of feel weird now about playing our Xbox 360 just because of the original announcement in Xbox One, and then the E3, and then they backtrack. It's just been one big tornado soup full of yuck.
No, I'm with you. It's like, what do I buy for the Xbox?
There's no loyalty with me. I gave them all these years of buying Xboxes and red rings and, buying two, one for the wife, and then, the whole bit. And then here they go. And it's you have to go in this direction if you want to deal with us. And it's just, I don't like that being thrown at me. And you are knuckle dragging Neanderthal if you want to keep things the way they are. Well, the way they are kind of works for me right now. Sorry,
Right.
Don't make me bad.
Do you kind of feel hesitant buying a game for the 360 when it's kind of on its way out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same here.
I'm still going to get the Splinter Cell, and I'm probably going to get GTA 5. But
GTA 5 is one I'll definitely get.
I think at that point now, I'm kind of running out of steam after that. No pun intended.
I was going to say,
But, at that point there, we're getting into the fall, and then in November, the PS4 comes out. And, I obviously, I'm not going to have many games of PS4 at all. Mostly, this is just an experiment for me to check it out and the whole bit. But
right.
So what about Saints Row?
I don't know. It looked neat at PAX, but I don't know.
I really want that, but I'm really conflicted. Like, do I get it for Xbox or do I get it for PC? Like, I'm really conflicted.
You're really not going to get a PS4?
Well, Saints Row 4 isn't going to come out on PS4.
It isn't?
I don't think so. Saints Row 4 comes out next month, and PS4
Oh,
will come
yeah. Got it.
November.
Yeah, I'll probably get a 360. Because it's still, as far as I'm concerned, it's still a superior multiplayer platform. The console is superior to the PC for multiplayer games. This is going to be a multiplayer game. That's what's awesome about it. I'm all about it. However,
but it's funny when I think about all the games I play on Steam, I don't really play many multiplayer games. The closest I've come is Monaco, which reminds me, we still gotta hop in like Chivalry or War of the Roses.
Yeah, we got to do that.
I want to try those out because they're multiplayer. It's like I feel kind of obligated to test those waters.
Shall we make this a deal? Shall we make this a plan that you and I are going to do this on, say, Saturday?
Yeah. I got nothing else to do Saturday.
Oh, shit. No, I got something to do Saturday. Sunday. We'll do it Sunday.
Yeah, that still works.
Right. I have to go to the whatchamacallit, those things, flea market on Saturday. Time to buy Burning Man clothes. Woohoo. So I can wear things that I would never be caught dead in anywhere else. Hey, Speaking of wouldn't be caught dead in, that has absolutely no relation to what I'm about to say.
Oh, I was gonna say that's kind of a good transition. I was looking forward to what was coming next.
Wah, wah, wah. There are 3 people, I think, in our chat room. Shawnican, AC
That I wouldn't be
Wraith,
caught dead with.
and Jason Webb. And we have 4 games that we did not give away at that I forgot to. I overlooked them. I thought I'd given away on the regular show, so I did not give them away on the Spreaker show. So I'm going to give them away. I'm going to give the 2 smaller games in one pack, and then the other 2 big games to the other 2. So
Give Shawnican the shittiest one.
Shawnican gets the shittiest one. Why?
He just says something about diarrhea.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll give Shawnican the shittiest one, which would be
Give him some DLC for a game that he doesn't have.
Yeah.
That's always been my favorite. Season pass.
That is great. We got to do that at some point.
No, that's
Defender,
you know what? That's what
Dungeon
we'll do
things.
for the lump of coal next year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just buy a bunch of DLC on Steam and just give out the DLC and season passes and shit. All right, no. All right, Shawnican, because you're awesome. Oh, Michael O'Connell in at the last minute. As soon as I said we're going to wave the games to the people in the room, then Michael O'Connell. Okay, so we got Michael O'Connell, Shawnican, Jason Webb, and AC Wraith. Here we go. AC Wraith, congratulations, Civ 5. Shawnican, congratulations, Just Cause 2. Let's see who else
That's
did
the
it.
shitty one. That's pretty good.
My friend said there's a mod for that's unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, no joke. He put it on my Facebook page. He's like, you got to get Just Cause 2 and install this mod. And it's like 150 people running around this world doing stupid things.
Oh yeah, I saw. It was like makes that game multiplayer.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds cool.
I didn't do it, but yeah.
I've seen some great mods where they make like the little wire thing that you shoot and attach one thing to another thing invincible, so that they can attach one plane to a truck. And normally, like in the real game, the string that you attach it with would break. But since they have the mod, the truck just gets pulled in the air by the plane. Or they put planes around trees, and the planes just like fly around these trees until they crash. Oh, it looks so cool.
Jason Webb, congratulations, Tales from Space. And as the last person that came in, Michael O'Connell, congratulations, Puddle.
Puddle?
Which I should have given for the diarrhea comment, but no.
Puddle actually looked kind of cool.
I know, it's
like physics-based puzzle game.
It's not like it's a bad thing. Yeah. So if you do not have me, you 4, if you don't have me on your friends list, I think you all did. But actually, Michael O'Connell, I'm not so sure. Put me on your Steam friends list. My Steam name is Gamer Edie, and that's spelled GamerEdie, all one word. Add me as a friend on your friends list on Steam. That way I can give you these games. So, and I have to write. So, Michael O'Connell's Puddle. Don't mind me, I have to write these down. Michael O'Connell, and that was Jason Webb. Civ 5 was who? AC Wraith? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Just Cause 2 was Shawnican. All right. Aw, yes, we should have Michael O'Connell. Yes, we should have. Shawnican says, Space!
I kind of feel like Snuffy the Seal right now.
Why?
I don't know.
Who's Snuffy the Seal?
Snuffy the Seal?
You haven't seen Snuffy the Seal?
I've
No.
never heard of Snuffy the Snail. Wait, Seal,
Snuffy-
not Snail.
Snuffy
It's
the Seal.
Okay. You haven't seen it. You gotta YouTube it. It's a commercial, and it's like,
Oh, it's for Shark Week?
yes.
Oh, yes. The
Down-
release of Snuffy the Seal.
Where the people that rescued Snuffy the Seal.
What?
Each-
I gotta
Oh,
see
no,
this.
I gotta post it for you. I'll find it.
I'm already watching it.
They've
Okay.
already edited it.
What do you mean?
Somebody walk in front of the camera. and they cut out part of it.
Oh yeah, they. I thought that was intentional because they.
Are you watching it now?
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I showed that to Kevin. We laughed our asses off about that.
I saw that on TV. I said, "What did I just watch?" That's the best commercial. But then also was the camel.
Oh, that camel! I laugh.
Yes,
uncontrollably every single time that one comes on. Mike. What day is it? What day is it?
Every Wednesday now
it's
I change
day.
my Facebook
hump
picture.
Day, yeah. Woot woot. Yeah,
that was
awesome.
I figured what was coming, but I didn't expect it like that.
Yeah, that was terrific.
I did show you that commercial, that Pepsi One commercial with the
race car driver.
With the race car driver, yeah,
was great. Yeah, I watched that. I watched it a couple times, laughing my ass off.
Yeah, so funny.
I've been watching a damn NASCAR every weekend. I don't know why. It's fun.
There are some good ones. I saw one last night that, like a commercial that clearly stands out and makes you watch. Like, what is this? What is this? And it was an Old Spice soap commercial where it's about a guy who's a contractor, and it's just so canned. No, it's a very canned thing. Like, you're a guy who knows what he's doing. You're the best. You're working hard and make things moving, or something like that. And we watched it, and the punchline was, "You're the world's worst contractor." And he's taking a shower in his living room, and everything's all fucked up because he put a shower in his. And it was one of those ones. I walked in, I talked to Kevin, I'm talking, and all of a sudden, both of our eyes turn, and we're watching this, and we're thinking, this has got to be a joke, right? And then the punchline comes and just has us laughing. So. Michael O'Connell says, never played Civ 4, but I think my computer would choke on it. Perfect! Then you've got Puddle. Puddle's much easier. Old Spice power! Yes. That's the one.
Old Spice. I thought that
They don't have those commercials anymore with the guy and he's walking along and the kind of background's changing around him. It's all done in one shot. I love those. They don't do those anymore.
That's the problem with kids these days, with movies these days. Cut.
I know. Actually, that's actually really true.
It is really true. That was the best part of that movie, The Player. That's what it was. You've seen The Player, right?
No.
Oh, first 10 minutes of The Player is great, and you should just watch it. Just watch the first. I mean, the movie's a great movie, but
what is it about?
It's about a movie producer.
Okay.
At a big studio in Los Angeles. And it ends up being, let's see, how could I describe it? It's kind of like The Orchid Thief. Not The Orchid Thief. What do they call that? The movie version of The Orchid Thief with Meryl Streep, where, oh, fuck. I can't.
Cat on a Hot Tin Roof?
No. Gosh darn it. Now I'm going to have to look this up. It starts out being kind of a condemnation of movies and the movie business, and then ends up being a murder mystery. Or I should say more like a Double Indemnity. Let's just say that.
I don't know.
It's adaptation?
Adaptation.
Wikipedia says that
yes.
adaptation was supposed to be an adaptation of The Orchid Thief, but instead is just an movie about adapting it.
Right. But it is based on The Orchid Thief. Yes. Kind of. Yes, exactly.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
Nice. Hey, I got to be wrapping things up here pretty quickly.
You? Why? It's only 1 o'clock.
I got to go off and do some things. I got the wife home today. We got to go get dogs, and we get bad movie night tonight. We haven't had bad movie night in over a month. So we're finally doing that.
What are you going to watch?
I see, we're going over my brother's house, and he doesn't have cable, so it's like whatever's on Netflix streaming through the Roku.
Yeah, you got plenty of choices there.
Yeah, we haven't watched in a month, so there's some things on there. What I want to do is when we come back over here to my house to watch, I want to watch, it's on Cinemax, I think, was Chernobyl Diaries, that horror movie about the people that go over to Chernobyl.
I saw that one. That was okay.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. It's a good bad movie night movie.
Oh, I saw The Conjuring in theaters.
Oh.
That's a good horror movie.
Yes.
I've heard that's very good.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be like a good Saturday midnight movie. What do you think?
Oh, by the way, speaking of movies, you saw what's coming out on August 23rd, right?
Who? What?
The World's End. Simon Pegg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can't
I'm
wait.
psyched for that.
Yeah.
Is that World War Z?
Blink. Yes, no, it's awesome. I cannot wait. And I'm so pissed. August 23rd is my first shift at Burning Man, so I can't see it for another 2 weeks after that. So unhappy.
Too bad.
I'm so
I'm going to see it
sad.
opening night.
I know. And I've been waiting for so long for this to come out because I knew it was coming out. Oh, so unhappy. But that's the way things go. Gotta work. And I'm also heartbroken that if you're on my Facebook, you'll know that one of my guilty pleasures, although a lot of people say I shouldn't be guilty about it, but it's my favorite movie and my favorite musical of all time is Jesus Christ Superstar. The 1973 version, as dated as it is awesome. And I've always been huge. I mean, I know like the entire opera from the beginning to the end, word for word, can sing the whole thing, and I will at a heartbeat. And Ted Neely, who played Jesus Christ, who's, it's kind of like, oh, he's a god to me. He's hosting the 40th anniversary of Jesus Christ Superstar at the Castro Theater, which is an awesome Art Deco theater in San Francisco. And it's one night only, August 23rd. So even if I could see the World's End, I probably wouldn't see the World's End because Ted Neely's gonna be at the Castro, and it's the Castro Theater, so it's in the Castro. So of course, if you go see that, everybody in the whole theater is gonna be singing at the top of their lungs, which is, if you're gonna go see a musical, that's the way to see it, is when people are singing. That's why Rocky Horror Picture Show was so much fun. It's a terrible movie, but you see it with everybody else, and it's hilariously fun because everybody sings it.
Hey, I gotta go.
Really?
On that note.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I do.
Seriously?
Musicals scared you away.
Yeah, it does. Music. I don't like music.
It makes me. I'm gonna cry. Goalie. Seriously.
I know. You guys can keep it going. I mean, I think
I got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah. Any news happen in the last 15 minutes?
Actually, yeah. Go ahead, Goalie. We're just going to talk about the news for the next 15 minutes. You know, the news, the thing that you always end up avoiding and
you guys
talking
might have
about.
to connect on Skype, though. You guys might go dark for a few seconds. I think I'm the...
Oh, that's right. No, that's right. You are hosting it.
Yeah, but you might be able to connect still if you're going through your mixer. You might just go dark for a second.
Oh, maybe. All right. So if we go dark, everybody just stay in the room. We'll be back. We're not going anywhere. It's just because Goalie's going to shut down the connection.
All right, well, yeah, everybody stay close. Let's hope maybe Saturday night, game night. Nick, if you're around, maybe we'll do something.
Yeah, Michael O'Connell says you should see Avenue Q. You should see Avenue Q. Fucking hilarious. The internet is for porn.
Dang it.
And yes, we did go dark. So I got to call Nick. Hold on. Calling Nick. So much for Goalie's theories.
Of not
disconnecting.
Yeah.
All right, so we should check to make sure there isn't any breaking news, because we freaking have breaking news as soon as we turn off.
Yeah, I know. I remember feeling really bad, like when the Xbox whole reversal happened. Like I got my car, and then like 5 minutes later, it's all confirmed, and it was like, oh god damn it! But at that point, it was already like 2:30, and I should have gone to work. Yeah. So,
let's see. Lost Planet video review, Crackdown, Dead Rising 2 are August games with gold specials. Wii U Basic at $199 at Walmart Canada next week. There we go. I was trying to say that the game was coming to Wii U. Is that Monster Hunter Frontier G? Is exploring coming to Wii U this year.
That might help it in Japan.
Not so much here.
The U.S.
And only 160,000 Wii U's shipped worldwide.
Yeah, it's not particularly good.
Yeah, and that was in the last 3 months. That was in Q1, which means that there's only 3.6 million shipped to date, which means Okay, if Q1 had only 160,000, that means like almost every single one of the ones that they sold was at Christmas, and then nothing else.
Yeah, that's
It died.
Man.
Died on the vine.
crazy to think about.
And Kevin ordered one of the new Nexus pads, Google Nexus or whatever's. Yeah, we got one of those. I don't agree with him. He keeps on telling me it's not mine, it's ours. I'm like, I didn't want it. Why are you calling it?
I don't want it.
ours?
I'm not going to use it.
The iPad is fine, but it's so big and heavy. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry about that, Twinkle Toes. You're having a hard time holding up your big, heavy iPad so you can read a book while you lie in bed. God, I know that there was more. Did you have any news? Because I know that I cruised through my news super fast.
Yeah, I'm looking at stuff now. But I'm also trying to remember if anything happened.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, just in
over the
case
past
you're
couple
interested
days.
in the chat room, the news that we talked about is one that Grand Theft Auto 4 is on sale on Xbox, which is actually a pretty good deal for $10, or the 2 DLC packages, the Lost and Damned and the Ballad of Gay Tony. Lost and Damned is $5, Ballad of Gay Tony is $10. So for $25, you could get everything from Grand Theft Auto 4, which is not a bad thing to have, honestly. And then we talked about the BioShock Infinite DLC, which we already talked about so far. And that Wii U is pretty much tanking, and that a UK retailer, what's the name
refuses
of it?
to
Asda.
stock it.
Yeah, it's not going to stock it anymore. Just because not only not going to stock it, it's not going to stock the games, it's not going to stock the accessories, it's not stocking anything.
I forget what the article was, but it said that the Wii sold more than the Wii U.
Oh, but yeah, well, the Wii sold like crazy.
No, I mean like in the past couple months.
Oh, really?
In the comparison time. Yeah.
Oh, that is so
It's like the Wii
sad.
U did 160,000 and Wii was like 200,000.
Oh my God, that is so sad.
Yeah, that's real unfortunate.
And then we got to talking about how PlayStation or Xbox One announced that the new, and this was a little while ago, they announced that the friends list for the Xbox One is going to be 1,000, prompting PlayStation to announce yesterday that theirs is going to be 2,000.
Oh, God, I still don't get why you want it that much.
Hilarious.
Too many people.
Too many people. That's it. They didn't do it because they want you to have. They don't think you need 2,000. They did it because it was double what Microsoft is offering. It's like they're trolling them. They're seriously trolling them. You mentioned it on the show, and it's exactly the same case. Why make it 2,000? They should have just made it 1,001, because that's all they're doing. They're just one-upping them. In this case, double-upping them. Okay, and Michael O'Connell says you're part of the... Oh, that's right, because got it, got your name. Got your nose. And Fez being canceled, and how it's sort of... It's sad, but it's also... I'm sort of blaming Phil Fish for that. I mean, not totally. He carries some responsibility.
Well, yes.
I mean, yes, I'll say
inevitably.
that it's probably like 80% the trolls and 20% him. But the thing is that his 20% was crucial to the 80% keeping going.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's not responsible. He is responsible in some way because he did talk back and
Exactly. He
certainly
fed the trolls.
escalated things.
Yes.
in his own way.
Right. And in his way to defend himself, he just couldn't keep his big yap shut. And in those situations, you just got to keep your big yap shut. Let's see. What else is in news? I haven't looked at Kotaku today. I was just looking at Joystick. Lindsay Lohan has left rehab in more important news.
Yes, that is going to change the gaming industry.
Last week, a patch hit Black Ops 2 that enraged some unreasonable Call of Duty fans so much that they started sending death threats to the game's design director, David Vondenhaar. Come on, this is how the internet is. That
was one of the things that happened before the Fez debacle
Right.
that kind of made people think, what kind of dicks? Maybe we should do something about this.
But they felt the same way when who was it? That chick. What game was it?
Anita Sarkeesian?
Yes, Anita Sarkeesian. She had the same problem. People took it a little more seriously because she's a girl, a woman.
Well, I don't know if they
That
took it
frustrates
seriously,
me.
but it was just like, it wasn't just people being dicks. It was like blatant sexism and misogyny.
Right. But that's kind of the nature of the internet, is it's sexist and misogynist because people who are anonymous and can say whatever they want and have a wide audience will do so because they can get anonymous attention for being the world's worst person. It's just the way the internet is.
Okay, I've got a news story
right.
from Kotaku. Nothing to do with games. A man in China loved his turtle so damn much, he tried to sneak it on an airplane by hiding it in a hamburger.
Jesus.
Yeah, so security noticed when it went through an x-ray machine and someone noticed odd protrusions sticking out from the hamburger.
Oh, poor thing. Hey, sex app Bang with Friends has been sued over its name. Zynga, the social gaming community that owns the trademark to the title Words with Friends, is suing Bang with Friends Incorporated, a company founded to help Facebook users find casual sex. And period's supposed to go inside of the quotation mark. According to a report on Bloomberg, Zynga's complaint is basically that the app's maker selected the name Bang with Friends for its casual sex matchmaking app with Zynga's name trademarks fully in mind. I'm not so sure. I think if they had Zynga fully in mind, they would have called it Fast Road to Ruin or Sell Your Shares Now, son. Which is sad because I just bought Zynga. I did. Did I tell you that? I bought $1,000.
No.
I bought $1,000 for the Zynga stock.
But see that is either going to be a great decision because at this point there's almost nowhere for them to go but up.
No,
except that they could go down and then just get destroyed.
Right. It's on the bubble, and I said that if they haven't been delisted at this point in their evolution, they're not going to get delisted. They've fallen just about as far as they can. Shonikin says snapper in a burger. Snap a burger. You go now. Hey, you can eat turtles. I know people who eat snappers. Oh, really? Are we going to go into this now with the snappers thing? The George Carlin snappers?
Snapper. I don't think I know that.
Nick does not know what a snapper is. Do any of you in the chat room want to educate Nick what a snapper is? Snapping turtle. That's exactly what it is. No.
Teach me.
I'm not going to do it. It's up to you guys. That's strictly guy talk. I am not going to educate him because
I have to Google George Carlin and snapper.
no, I just have to look up what does snapper mean.
Okay. Put snapper into Google. What is the first thing that comes up? Snapper, lawnmower tractors, zero turn riding mowers.
Which is why,
snapper.com.
right, that's what makes George Carlin laugh. It's a fish, Jason Webb says. Sort of.
Snapper, that's a fish.
Yes. And yes, it is sort of. A snapper is sort of a fish.
Okay, here we go. Snapper Urban Dictionary.
There you go. That's where you want to look.
Okay, I can see this.
Shonikin says
a surprisingly large number of definitions.
Shonikin says it's like when I learned what the Brits call a growler. What is? Okay, what's a growler? I don't know what a growler is. I'm loving enough to look this up. Growler, British slang. There we go. Shonikin says it's fishy.
Used in North Dublin, Ireland, has slang for a baby.
What, a growler?
Snapper.
Oh, yeah, a wee snapper. Yeah.
One of the things, according to Urban Dictionary. Also, a small amount of pot that is smoked through a water pipe and completely consumed by the user in one breath.
Oh, that's a good one. But no, that's not the snapper we're talking about.
No, I know all the other ones.
All right, you figured that one out?
Urban Dictionary is very
Okay, a growler is a person or creature or thing that growls. It's a cab with four wheels. A small iceberg or ice floe, which is barely visible over the surface of the water. A kind of jug used to carry beer. A pork pie, or, oh, okay, got it. Why do they call it a growler? It doesn't growl. I can say that authoritatively. I have never once heard mine or anyone else's growl at you. And if you do, then you've got much bigger problems.
Something hiding in there.
There is something not good there. Then you need to get thyself to a gynecologist. If you start hearing growling down there, you need to do something about that yeast infection because clearly it's evolved.
A tiny little civilization.
That's right. It's kind of like, what is it, Men in Black? You open up the door and there's an whole world in there.
I was thinking like the Simpsons episode where Lisa creates a civilization in a petri dish, just not in a petri dish.
Exactly.
They discovered space travel.
Michael O'Connell says, anyone ever tried Battlestone on Apple App Store? No, I have not. Nick can't because he doesn't have a smart anything.
Eventually, I will get one.
Will you please get one? Seriously, will you please get one?
Yes, eventually.
Thank you.
I never said I wouldn't. It's just how long can I put it off?
This is like a holding out now.
Yeah.
Shonikin says sim growler. See, these are the reasons why I wish I could make a game, because I would start it out being a yeast infection and see how far you could advance if you could get to space travel. Growler.
Man, that would be an awesome sim game.
Just start out as a single cell of yeast. You have to worry about pH and
It could kind of be like Plague Inc.
Plague Inc. meets Civ 5.
Yeah. You have to wage war on other growler communities. I think we got a game here.
I think that would be banned in Australia. Personally,
Apple would probably reject it. But...
Out of hand. Actually, it might not. Because, quite simply, you don't have to show the growler.
That's true.
It's just the concept of the thing.
And they didn't ban Bang with Friends.
That's true. They did not. Oh, hey! You heard that Grimm is coming to Steam? American McGee's Grimm?
Yeah. I'm kind
of interested. I would be more interested in that on Steam than I would anywhere else, because there's 25 episodes? 22 episodes?
Kind of. I just the only thing I ever liked of American McGee was Alice. And even then it was only Madness Returns.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Jason Webb says Goalie's missing out. Yeah, Goalie would have a lot to say about this one. If only he knew. Yeah, but I see, because they're very short narratives, because it's just a fairy tale, one fairy tale at a time, and it kind of puts some constraints on American McGee, which I think is one of his problems, is that he tends to get a lot of ideas and then all throw them on there. Kind of like somebody on Project Runway who doesn't know how to edit. You've got to edit your look. Can't really edit very well. But when Grimm is short, because they're very short episodes, there's 25 of them, so he has to be short. And has a beginning, a middle, and an end. and it's his interpretation of something that we all know, that it's a compact package. I am interested, at least in the first few, to see where he goes with that, because I think that I like his aesthetic. He has the mind frame that does really good things, and I don't remember what anybody said about Graham, but I gotta think that he'd do a better job of it than a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly intrigued,
Right?
but yeah, I'd check it out at least.
Chinese scalpers are really creating a black market for Genius Bar appointments.
What?
Apple Store is a
How does that even make sense?
No, it does. Apple Store is a very hectic place in China. So hectic, if you try and go in for a repair without an appointment, you can expect to wait all day. No big deal. That's what the black market for Genius Bar appointments is for. According to Beijing Morning News, ticket scalpers are booking up all the Genius Bar appointments at the local Apple stores and then selling them online. Each slot sells for about 10 yuan, approximately $1.60. And often the scalper route is the only way to get an appointment. The reporter who covered the story found no available openings for iPhone, iPad, or iPod on the Apple site, but found several available for purchase on the black market. Going to the store without an appointment would lead to a day of waiting, sometimes without seeing anyone at all. Sounds like fun, right?
Wow.
Yeah. As Shonikin says, "Da fuck?" Yep. Ah, China. Oh, crazy, crazy China.
Ace, you're right. You should buy Atlas. At least Alice Madness Returns on PC.
Oh,
It's a really fun game.
It is a fun game. I never finished Alice Madness Returns, but it was a very fun game. I love the mechanic of her being able to float. So
Yeah.
it kind of became an action game, but also a puzzle game, because you had to use the physics around you to get from point A to point B so you could continue to fight.
Yeah, it's just like a real weird dreamscape.
Yeah.
I liked all the environments too. They were really great.
Wait. Oh my God, Nick!
What?
I'm going to put this link in the notes. You need to check that out. These are photos. You'll think they're photos. They look like they're photos from Breaking Bad, but they're actually not screen grabs from the show. They're 3D modeling from a guy who's a CG artist at Capcom.
Really?
Holy shit. God, I wish games looked like that.
Wow.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, it's almost the only reason why you would know is it is a screen grab is because it's almost too perfect. Like you can see the individual hairs from his beard in the shadow on his chest.
Maybe that was just a 2K TV.
What do you mean 2K TV?
Like a 1080p, like the next thing above 1080p.
Oh, yeah.
Or 4K, not 2K. Yeah, maybe it's just like super high resolution camera. That's the future of cinema.
Oh, my God. Look at these. Look at them all, because there's a link in that article. Holy crap. Wow. And this is, like, what's funny is I look at games that I play, like Last of Us, and 15 years ago, 10 years ago even, we wouldn't have even been able to wrap our heads around the concept of something looking like that.
Mm-hmm.
And 20 years ago, hell no. 20 years ago, it was like literally dots on a screen that we would boink back and forth at each other. It was freaking Centipede and, Dig Dug. And then you look at that quickly, we had such a huge revolution in the ability and the quality. Just crazy to me. But yeah, those Breaking Bad photos are awesome. Have you been watching Breaking Bad? Have you done it?
I haven't seen an episode.
What?
I for like the past year, I've been waiting for the last season to start That way, I could just watch it all on Netflix and kind of watch it straight through to the end without having to like.
It's a lot of seasons.
Wait.
You might want to just watch it now. Just start watching now.
I know, and especially the rate I go through shows, because I've been trying to get through Arrested Development, and I'm still like on the second season after a couple months.
That's... What in the world is this? I can't believe one man is making a PC strategy game. Who cares? PC strategy. That's goalie. So, well, all right. I think we've... Michael O'Connell says, I played Dig Dug surprisingly. You played it surprisingly, or surprisingly you've played Dig Dug? There's a difference. I loved Dig Dug. Did you ever play that? Well, it was kind of before your time, huh?
I've seen it. I know of it.
Shonikin says he's never watched Breaking Bad either. You're both
right.
bad people. You are bad,
At least I
bad
have
people.
Netflix so that I could watch it.
And Shonikin wrote, and the Xbox One could have had such graphics were it not for all those whiny dickholes.
I know. They ruined everything.
We could have, our Xbox One could have looked like that, but no. We want to use games.
It could have been an FMV console.
Yep. AC Wraith hasn't watched Breaking Bad.
But
I
think
make
you're outnumbered.
Oh, you guys really got to watch that. I have to admit, I've not watched the whole series all at once. Kevin binge watched that thing for about a month. Just straight through binge watched it. And so I would watch an occasional episode and then I would stick my head in every so often. Then he would catch me up of what's going on. And then I'd watch an occasional, scene just so I could stay pretty well caught up. But the first season especially is so good. So good. The concept is genius. So,
man, I remember when that show first came on, it was coming right after the end of Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it seemed like such a weird shift for the guy to make.
Yeah. And no, not really. At the beginning of the show, it works. Somehow the dad in Malcolm in the Middle and the high school science teacher whose life is falling down around him kind of makes sense. It seems to work. So I think it was a good transition because you kind of could just see him, and then of course he goes down the inevitable path of insanity and hilarity, and still scary stuff too. But yeah, you should really pick that up. And can we agree Sunday for War of the Roses or Chivalry?
Yeah.
All right. Because I definitely want to do that. All right, well, gentlemen, I want to thank everybody in the chat room who did get a game. Congratulations. Shonikin, Michael O'Connell, Jason Webb, and who was the last one? AC Wraith. So, guys, thanks for being part of the show. Next week, going to have a regular show. Hey, just so you know, coming up end of August. I guess like close to the end of August, which let me take a look at these dates. I leave to go up to Playa on the 19th. So we may not have a show on the 14th. So your last show you're going to hear from us is probably going to be August 11th, which is, I guess if the 31st comes out on the 4th, the 7th come out on the 11th. Oh, next week's going to be the last show for me. Yeah. Now, so the regular podcast is going to go dark, meaning that we're not going to have the stuff that we do normally and go on and be on the regular show. But Nick and Gully are going to carry on the show on Spreaker. And they'll be on, I'm thinking, on the 14th, the 21st, the 28th, and the 4th. And I will be back on the 11th. So I'm gone for a month. Maybe back on the 4th. Who knows? Or actually, you know what? I may actually be there on the 14th because as long as I don't have to edit it, we'll be fine. the 14th and the 4th. So I'll be gone for at least 2 weeks. But Goalie and Nick are going to carry on the show sans Edie. Michael O'Connell, you're welcome for Puddle. Enjoy it. Here's the deal. You guys got a lot of games last week. You got a few games this week. Do me a favor. Let us know what you think of these games, because many of these games I haven't played, like Puddle, like Sanctum 2. I mean, I played it at PAX, but I haven't bought the game. I have it for myself, just haven't played it. A lot of these games I haven't played, so please let us know what you think. Okay? And so anyway, we will talk to you next week, and certainly the week after, and then it'll be just Goalie for the 21st and the 28th. So you got your heads up on that one. So Nick, anything else you want to add before we close it?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, Shonikin, he says that's quite a blackout. Yeah, it's called Burning Man, and I am actually going to be working at the event, so I'm not going up there and taking a bunch of drugs and running around naked. In fact, that couldn't be farther from the truth. I am actually going to be working every single day, sometimes 2 shifts in a day for the entire event. So it's going to be fun, but not the kind of fun that everybody else has. I'm not big into the raving and or drug scene, although the art's awesome and I love the event. That part of it, I just kind of walk by and just am amused by the high people that I see. So, all right. So, Nick, I guess I'll talk to you on Sunday, and everybody else, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Later.